Am I the a-hole for telling my deadbeat dad I don't care about him or his family in front of his kids? My dad abandoned me when I was 2. I don't remember him as a father or even as a person, but I remember what life was like without him, how difficult it was when he dodged child support. The only reason he eventually paid was that his license got suspended, and he had no choice. I was 7 when we finally started receiving the money, and he had to pay the backdated amount as well. When I was 10, I had to take a DNA test because he questioned if I was really his. We had no idea why at the time, just that I needed to do it. Later, we found out it was because he had gotten married and had more kids. He wanted to focus his resources on them and tried to get his child support reduced, even stopping payments again. But he resumed once the legal consequences became more severe. 2 years ago, he moved back to our town with his family. We ignored each other. His wife approached my mom and me a couple of times, but we weren't interested in talking to her. I saw him with his kids occasionally, outside their elementary school or at the mall. He seemed like the perfect dad to them, which bothered me. It wasn't jealousy, just resentment that he chose to move back here instead of staying away. Therapy has helped me realize I don't want a relationship with him or his family, including his kids. I see myself as an only child, and that's not going to change. Recently, his kids found out I existed. They became curious and wanted to know me. He downplayed it, pretending he had just found out about me and wasn't sure if I would join their family. His in-laws are visiting soon, and he knows the kids will mention me. His wife's family wouldn't approve of him abandoning his child, so he asked me to come to dinner and pretend we had just found out about each other. He said he could deal with what the kids wanted after, but he didn't want his in-laws to know the truth. He approached me at the mall to ask, with his kids right there. I barely interacted with him and just started walking away. That's when he said I owed him because he had been paying child support, which was more than most fathers like him do. He told me I could do him and his family this one favor. That set me off. I told him I didn't care about him or his family and to leave me alone like he had for the last 14 years. Then I walked away quickly so he couldn't keep talking. His wife later confronted my mom at work, telling her that she needed to teach me how to react better in front of children. She said I had been cruel and didn't need to say that in front of their kids. My mom was furious and told me I had done nothing wrong. Now I feel a little bad for saying it in front of the kids. Not that I want to apologize or anything, I still don't want to engage at all, but I wonder if I was too harsh. So, am I the a-hole?